How are you? So good to catch up with us this afternoon and today again. I'm so glad again to catch up to talk to us on a very, very crucial topic. Just as my interest is, I have a lot of interest in talking about marriage, parenting, relationship, and family. And today, I bring to us the topic advice in marriage. Advice on how to have a joyful, peaceful, and long lasting marriage. And here with me today is my guest, Mrs. Kemi Timothy.
Hello, everyone.
So we are going to be sharing our thoughts and our advice to us all. And I hope somebody will benefit from what we are going to share. So, marriage is a sacred bond where the two has come together with the intention of sharing their lives and living peacefully and happily. They share their lives together, and it is a journey that is filled with love, joy, and of course, challenges will come. We were not born together, even if we were, there's going to be challenges. And the most important thing is to know how to handle these challenges so that there can be growth and development in the marriage. In order to have a successful and fulfilling, it is important to communicate openly, effectively, with understanding. It is important we communicate honestly with your partner, communicate with respect, with kindness, meekness, and humility. Understanding how to communicate with your partner is very, very important. There must be an effective communication. There must be an effective listening from the listener. And also, there must be a good medium of communication. What is that good medium of communication? The good medium of communication between you and your partner is the way you pass your message, the way you pass your dislike to your partner. You don't need to speak in harshness, with disrespect, with loud voice. If you do this, it will surely spark up a harsh response from your partner, and you may not be able to get or derive what you want in settlement. So we need to understand how to communicate effectively, and the listener too will do the same to you, and you'll be able to iron out everything amicably. This means being able to express your thoughts and your feelings and your needs with great respect and with constructive manners. It also means being willing to listen and understand your partner's perspective. Now, our visitor will go on from here to contribute to. Over to you, Mrs. Timothy.
Yeah, good to be here. Like we know, marriage is a relationship that entails mutual understanding.
Yeah.
Mutual understanding between both parties. Mutual understanding that will bring the two of you together in a relationship that is divinely, as far as I'm concerned, marriage is the first institution that God did, and it is with the purpose of continuing with his creation. And so it should be approached, marriage should be approached with intention. You must have good intention for coming together. And it takes two. It takes two. The two of you must contribute all you can to make the marriage work.
Yes.
It should never be one-sided. It should never be one-sided. Lest you begin to overburden and overbear the other party. It should be both parties working together with common goal to make the relationship work.
It's true.
Even if other people, you have seen other relationships that are not working, even if you have lived in a relationship that did not work, make up your mind that mine will work. You must be intentional that my own marriage will work, even if you have witnessed others that did not work before. And so, that being said, you must do all that you can to make sure it works. Do all that you can to make sure it works. No matter what the devil may try to bring in discord, no matter what even extended families may do to try and bring conflict, sort of, to separate the relationship, it must be intentional. This relationship must work, which means you must never allow a third party to come into the relationship.
That's true.
So you live together intentionally in love and in trust. Love are very important in a relationship. Maintain each other's integrity. It is very important. Integrity in marriage is very important. You must never disrespect your partner. Never disrespect your partner. The wife, treat your husband as a king. You, the man, treat your wife as a queen. And so don't disrespect each other. Know and understand each other's weaknesses. Even when two people are born of the same mother at the same period, maybe even a twins, they always have differences. Yes. Not to talk of two of you coming from different background, coming from two different backgrounds. You have learned while you are growing up to do things differently, but now you are coming to, there must be understanding. There must be understanding. Understand each other's weakness, understand each other's strength, and be able to support each other. Never bringing each other down, strengthening each other at all times. And by the time you begin to strengthen each other, your relationship will be strong, your marriage will be strong and healthy. Your marriage will be very healthy. So many things you need to do to make the relationship work. Good communication is also important. Good communication is also very, very important. Because by the time you live together and you don't talk to each other, you don't discuss with each other.
Yes, malice.
You don't allow the book of life said you don't allow the sun go down.
Yes.
On your anger. If you have anything against your spouse, discuss it, mutually discuss it, and make sure it is settled before it degenerates into malice, begins to affect your relationship together, and by extension affect your relationship. Least I say, whatever your children see you do in your relationship will also play out in their relationship. To the father, if you are a cheat, wife beater, that is what will register in the heart of the memory and the psychology of the children. So watch what you do. Even if you have a misunderstanding, never bring it before the children. You must have a common place to settle your relationship and never allow the sun to go down on your relationship. Most of all, God should be your backbone. God should be your backbone, because in the first place is the one that established the institution. Right, man.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Timothy. I would like to continue on trust. Trust is another essential component for a successful marriage? Trust. Remember that when you were courting, you both agreed to get married, to both live together with the understanding that marriage is a lifelong relationship. You came into this agreement because of the trust you had in each other. So where is the trust now? The trust should continue. You should build up on the trust you had for each other at the beginning, and do not let the trust diminish. Let the trust continue. Trust uh, is built through honesty. Be honest with your partner. There's no how you can have a partner and you both not trust each other. Do not lose that trust. Be trustful, be reliable, and be consistent in what you do. It is important to be very transparent with your partner. It is important not to hide anything from your partner, and to keep your promises. Keep to your words. Keep to that promises. Right from the vow you made in the church, in the presence of God and man. Think of the vow you both promise for each other. You promise God, you vow to live together in love, to give your love to each other in trust, in honesty. So when you go off it, know that you have lied to God and all men that witnesses your marriage. So do not go out of trust. Do not uh, do anything that will cause mistrust between the two of you. And the things that can really cause mistrust will include infidelity, lies, telling lies, deniers of what you are supposed to own up to. That, oh, I'm sorry, I did it in error. Do not fall into deniers. Let that trust continue. Continue to build that trust. Your husband will respect you. Your wife will respect you. Let your wife, your husband be able to say, no, my wife, my husband cannot do this. My wife, my husband cannot say this. Let the love, the trust continue. Respect is always very, very key. It is always very key for a healthy marriage. It is important, as we all know, to treat our partners with respect. Even if you marry a partner that is of the same age as you, or you are even older, the respect should even be there. You should not bring up the issue that, oh, I'm not your mate. Comparing mates issue is not necessary at this time. You are both in the home. You both own the home. You are both supposed to build your home together and watch the growth and development, which will transmit to your children to emulate. Let that respect be. Respect shows kindness. Respect for your partner gives you respect too. It builds your own integrity. And respect must be reciprocal. You respect your partner respects you. There's no ways your wife respects you and you don't respect your wife, or vice versa. Let respect be between the two of you. And that respect will extend to your boundaries. Respect your boundaries. Respect each other's boundary and don't step on each other's toes. It's just being careful. We all have boundaries and our likes. You cannot force your partner to love your dislikes. So you have to respect your partner. So be considerate, and when you are considerate, it is dignifying to you. Be considerate. You should be ready to compromise on certain issues. It doesn't have to be me, and me alone all the time. So this means valuing each other's opinion, feeling, and boundaries, as I have said. So let's understand that respect should not be one-sided. Both should respect each other, and we should transmit this to our kids. Up to you, our visitor. What more do you have to say on the attitudes that we can imbibe and put in to help our marriage?
It is important to tolerate one another.
Yes.
We need to really tolerate one another. Just like I've said before, we are coming from separate background. We are coming from separate background, and so we cannot all do things the same way. We cannot all do this thing, so you must learn to tolerate each other, and don't say this is how they do it where I come from, and you tend to impose it on your partner. You must learn. There must be a meeting ground, sort of. There must be a meeting ground between where you are coming from and where your partner is coming from. And there must not be discrimination. There must not be discrimination. The issue of tribalism must not come in.
Yes.
Must not come in
Religion.
into our relationship. We must learn to cope together, learn to manage together, learn to plan together, learn to cooperate in all things. When you are speaking to your in-laws, that one is also very important. Let what you're saying be the same with what your partner is saying. Don't come and say something different your wife is saying.
That's true.
Or your husband is saying something different.
Mm.
Let them know. You should be able to you should be able to trust yourself with your in-laws, because you know that your in-law will always say, your spouse will always say your mind when it gets to your in-law. Also, there must be cooperation in directing and leading the seed that children that comes into the relationship. There must be cooperation. There must be cooperation. There must be you must put hands together to train the children. Don't allow them go. Not that when the father is giving the right training, the mother is pulling down. The Bible says the wise woman does not use her hand to pull her house down. And
Yes.
then you begin to pull your husband's instruction down, you are working towards pulling your house. So watch it.
Thank you very much, our visitor. So I want to add more before we end, that we should always learn to tolerate each other's flaws and be ready to help where the flaw is affecting the marriage. There could be flaws that will come up which you may not notice while courting, but now you are into that marriage, so you should help your partner to get over the flaws that are causing misunderstanding in the marriage. And these flaws are your partner's attitude, which may not augur with yours. Try to help out by talking it over, pointing it out in love, with respect to your partner, suggesting how there could be changes in those flaws, because the major flaws are your partner's attitude, which your partner was probably coming with before you started the relationship. Also, the last point is that do not allow financial money issue to cause misunderstanding between you and your partner. And this financial issue would be that your partner will be expecting you to carry this responsibility. You will be expecting your partner to carry certain responsibility. You need to sit and discuss about your responsibilities, your spendings, your taking care of the home. Do not ever allow financial issue to affect you. You can jointly sit down and discuss, table what you spend money on at home, and have a budget plan. Go into budget planning, and you can do this by using the budget spreadsheet. This budget spreadsheet helps you to divide your income into three. The 50% of your income goes for your needs in the home. What do we need? Feeding, electricity bills, and some other bills. Those are your needs. The next 30% goes for your wants. Your wants are unexpected expenses that comes. You will know what you can accommodate and what you can't accommodate, and you don't go out of your budget. It will give you peace. Then the remaining 20% is used for your savings. If you want to buy shares, bond. If you want to save for your emergency, in case there's a lien placed on accounts, or there's a glitch in banks, like it happened recently, where there's glitch and you can make a transaction. You can have this savings somewhere else where you can reach it. Perhaps if there are glitches in the bank, where you can fall into to take money. So learn to save, no matter how little. Learn to save. They say little drops of water in the makes an ocean. So learn to keep something. Learn to keep something. By the time no matter how little, by the time you visit your savings later, it will be wow. You never knew you have done this one. And try not to dip your hand into it. Do not be tempted to touch your savings. Let what you have budgeted for your need be for your needs, your wants be for your want. This will make your whole so peaceful. No argument. There no rice in the house. You were supposed to buy it. Oh no, there will be no argument. Everybody takes charge of his responsibility. And if the man is capable, you may not even want to involve your wife. Spendings, you may decide to be taking the whole responsibilities. That is if you can, and your wife will be very appreciative for this. So thank you so much. I hope this discussion has helped someone today, and I hope somebody will change his or her mind on the issues, these issues causing problems in the marriage. So your comments are welcomed in the comment box. If you like our discussion, please like, share, and love this video. If you haven't subscribed to Emira Speaks channel, please subscribe and put on your notification button so that you can be notified as we come up again. So God bless you. Happy to be with you. I say bye from our visitor.
Bye.
God bless you. Did you see end up there? Come, bring it.
Category 0.